Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
The palace is rumored to, be facing, crisis as Ebonys family beg for mercy after, shrine ritual confession by Ebony. Now, the humiliation of the once proud family, fear of the unknown grieves them because those days, every little thing, they will say, Ebony cannot do this, Ebony cannot do that, Ebony is special, Ebony this, Ebony that. And that was why when they gave birth to that boy, they said the boy was more special than Tadenikawo because of what they were thinking. And right now, no more mouth, no day to talk again. The majestic palace of the Ooni of Ife, the sacred heart of Yoruba tradition, has been thrown into yet another wave of crisis following the shocking confession of Ebony. Okay, the once proud and outspoken family of Ebony, known for their confidence and boldness, now finds themselves humble, pleading for mercy after the disgraceful revelation that their daughter secretly took sand from the sacred Ogun shrine for personal ritual. Chaiii! It is not the small something. This one, it is really called the downfall of the pride, or the downfall of pride, from boldness to humility. Now, if you have been following the trend of events, you will find out that for years now, Ebony's family carried themselves with an air of superiority, believing their daughter had, cemented her place in the palace of the Ooni of Ife as an unshakable force. They were known for their boastful stance, often portraying themselves as an untouchable part of the royal family. However, with the revelation that their daughter engaged in forbidden spiritual manipulation to secure Ooni of Ife's love, their one strong voice have turned into cries for forgiveness. You do remember when that cute boy was born, how they said that he was the crown prince, but she wanna remember. They say Naim be crown prince. Crown prince how? Now where Tadenika will they I beg. Everywhere people started talking. Internet went boom. Everybody had something to say about that. That alone, was something to show that this one, they really mean business. It was never, ever imagined that a woman of the palace, okay, especially one who presented herself as deeply rooted in Yoruba tradition, would go to such length, defying spiritual laws by using the sacred element of the Ogun shrine for her personal benefit. Worse still, this act not only put her at risk, but also endangered the entire royal household. As Ogun's rod is never selective, as we are hearing, if the information is correct, they say, you see this Ogun's rod, when it comes, it's never selective. It punishes individuals and can bring, so much wahala upon the entire lineage. So right now, it's not just about Ebony, it's about the Gise, everybody. And you know what makes it worse now is that it's not only the Gise that are angry about this, even her own people are angry. Now, there's this fear of the unknown. They said it is even because of the fear of known that is making Ebony's family to panic like this. Since the confession, sources close to the palace revealed that Ebony's family had been restless, fearing the unknown consequences of their daughter's action. In Yoruba spirituality, tampering with sacred deities for selfish gain is an unpardonable offense unless cleansed through proper ritual that may not even guarantee full atonement, okay? It is believed that the moment someone takes an oath before the Ooni and the palace elders, their faith is sealed by the spirit. If one has done wrong, the gods will expose them, and Ogun, the deity of truth and justice, will execute judgment. Now, with the oath-taking ceremony approaching, Ebony's family dread what may happen to their daughter should she stand before the oath-taking when she's unclean, and that was why she kept saying that she was breastfeeding, because they already knew what had happened. They were just trying to maneuver. They were thinking that it's going to be business as usual, where they can, do whatever they want to do, say whatever they want to say, and Ooni of Ife will now go and sleep and forget about it, because that is what has always happened. But this time, They just got to realize that it is not business as usual. Fear gripped them as they recall past tales of those who dishonored Ogun and paid the price. Some, falling mysteriously ill, others losing everything they had. Dear, it is this deep-rooted fear that has driven them to drop all pride and begin desperately to plead for mercy. You saw that she never wanted to talk, but now she had to come out to say this. In a dramatic turn of event, Ebony's family has now turned to the palace elders, traditional priests, and influential figures in Ile-Ife seeking intervention to prevent their daughter from facing the full wrath of tradition. They have sent emissaries kneeling before the custodian of Yoruba culture, begging for a way to cleanse her of spiritual crime before the oath-taking ceremony. They have also reportedly sent gifts and offerings to the Ooni himself, pleading for his leniency in handling the matter. However, it remains uncertain whether the king, who upholds tradition with utmost reverence, will overlook such a grave offense. The humiliation of having to beg after years of confidence has been a bitter pill for the family to swallow. But they know the consequences of pride at a time like this could be very, very there. Now, if you have been following the trend of events from when Olori Naomi was in the palace and all of that, getting to when Olori Naomi had issues with the Ooni of Ife, you saw how papers were carrying it that Ebony was the main deal for the Ooni of Ife. She prided herself as the main deal for the Ooni of Ife and all of that. But nobody could have expected that all this drama had happened. She's gone to the shrine to go and pack sand and all of that. But things are happening. They are being exposed and they will continue to get this, exposure, okay? As tension thickens in the palace, many wonder what the outcome of this disgraceful event will be. Will the Ooni of Ife and the elders agree to grant mercy, or will they allow the forces of tradition to take its course? Will Ebony be required to undergo a cleansing ritual? Of course, that is what will be now, because I don't know if anybody will think that. I don't know. But one thing I do know is that for some reason, because of that traditional calabash carrying that she was doing, at some point she had a relationship, like very strong relationship with the Ooni of Ife. But whether it's still that strong, we don't know. This incident has not only exposed the desperation of some within the palace, but also reaffirmed the deep spiritual law that govern the Yoruba kingdom. No matter how powerful one thinks they are, tradition remains the ultimate ruler. For now, the once proud family of Ebony can only wait in uncertainty, praying that God spare their daughter from the full consequences of their forbidden action. But in a land where tradition does not bend for anyone, one question lingers. Is it already too late, or are they going to do what they need to do to put everybody where they belong? People are waiting, and well, at the end of the day, we will see what happens. But do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, and do not take it as fact.